Let's start this video off like this. I want to thank the Lord above for being my Lord and Savior, for getting me through all the times, good and bad. I want to thank my team for being my team. Let's rock it out. I fear no one. I walk with him. Welcome. What's the It's your boy ODM Slim, and I'm back again with another one. Another one bites the dust, and another one bites the dust. Man, Midwest Active, man. If y'all know who Midwest Active is, man, Midwest Active is a Hoovers. It's one of Gumby little homies, man. One of Gumby little homies out of the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Out of the Hoovers. And Midwest Active is Midwest Unactive. Let's keep it real. A lot of these niggas get around and do a lot of different things, pop a lot of grease, do a lot of this and that, and as soon as the pressure come, boom, the pipers bust. They say two things, brother. Pressure busts pipes, or the same pressure can make a diamond. And a nigga like me, I'ma shine bright like a diamond. I'ma shine bright, you and I. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. That's just me though, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else ain't shining bright, man. Make sure first up to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. You already know. With no further ado, let's get into this. Respectful rants. You already know, man. Midwest Active from 9-4 Hoover, currently in jail for 3 separate cases, including murder and 4 attempts. Woo! Jesus! That'll hold him. You know what I'm saying? That'll hold him. A lot of these people, y'all get a part of this stuff, and y'all think it's a game, and think it's a, you know what I'm saying? And bam! Hit you with that. Yeah. You understand? Listen, gangs, listen, before I start this, look. This is how you create a gang, right? A gang, a functional gang, because a lot of things got gangs, they not functional. You gotta have the bangers that's out there on the daily, that's making the hood look good. You gotta have the shooters that's making the hood sound good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the dealers that's making the hood thrive. Then you got the niggas that's weirdos that's making the hood normalized. You know what I'm saying? And Midwest Active was one of them normalized niggas that wanted to be a part of the kill squad. What Brick say? We put kill squad in the streets. Let's get to the content.
LA, where at least 5 people have been shot.
You're looking at the intersection of Manchester and Figueroa here. The shooting happened right around 2:30 this afternoon. As I zoom in, you can see Figueroa is shut down at Manchester. The shooting happened just north of that intersection in this strip mall. You can see that the LAPD has this area cordoned off here. 5 people, as you said, were shot, were transported to a local hospital.
Law enforcement contacts tell us they believe the shooting at this strip mall in the Vermont Knolls neighborhood yesterday was gang motivated. Investigators are examining whether this shooting is in any way connected to another shooting hours later where a man was killed and a second person was injured, or a shooting last Saturday in the same area.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about Midwest active from 9-4 Hoover. We're going to break down everything from his cases to how he would be arrested for a murder charge and be accused of snitching. But let's dive right into it. And for those not familiar with Midwest active, he would be a local rapper from the 9-4 Hoover section. And a few years ago, it would be him.
I like seeing these pictures. I'm gonna lie, bro. I like seeing these pictures where they be all looking like with their legs all like with the the gangster legs. With the, I call it the gangster lean with the legs all twisted to the side. Hard poses with the fuck the hood and fuck this hood and fuck that hood and nigga turn to be a snitch. You's a bitch.
Young Threat and Treyway 6, that would be the main faces for the Hoover rappers. But now we're going to dive into his first case, and he was arrested on May 4th of 2017 at the age of 18, and they would charge him with 1 count of robbery. But if you look to the right, the offense date would be April 28th of 2017, which would be a whole week before he was arrested. He would then have to sit in the county jail for about 3 weeks, but on May 25th of 2017, they would allow him to post a $50,000 bail. He would then be able to fight this case from the streets, but on November 30th of 2017, just 6 months later, he would take a plea deal on the robbery. And on December 28th of 2017, they would give him 4 years in state prison. But luckily for him, it would be halftime, so they would give him technically 2 years, and he would be released at the end of 2019. He would then stay free for almost a year, but on December 3rd of 2020, he would be arrested for a new case, and they would charge him with 1 count of robbery. But if you look to the right, the offense dates November 5th of 2020, which was a month before he was arrested.
This nigga can't get a break. He can't get a break, brother. He should stop doing crime. One case, he got arrested a week after. The next case, he got arrested 4 weeks after. Like, what are you really doing, brother?
But after sitting in the county jail for 2 weeks, they would allow him to post a $50,000 bail on December 18th of 2020. He would then be a free man on the streets fighting this case. But 11 months after bailing out, he would be arrested again on November 8th of 2021. And they would charge him with 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm. He would then have to sit in the county jail fighting this gun case and that robbery case for a couple of months. But on February 10th of 2022, they would allow him to post $35,000 bail for the gun case. And 2 weeks after that, they would allow him to post a $100,000 bail for the robbery case on February.
Man, shout out Bail Hotline, man. Bail Hotline got a lot of my homies out of jail on gang, nigga. Especially from 2018 to today, Bail Hotline guy, I can name probably like 40 niggas. You know how I know? Because I signed for them. And I put the bail up. Fuck you mean? I'm bailing niggas out.
February 22nd of 2022. He would then stay free for the next 7 months fighting these cases. But on September 21st of 2022, he would take a plea deal on both of them. He would plead guilty on the gun case, and he would also plead guilty on the robbery case. But even though he pleaded guilty on September 21st of 2022, they would allow him to stay free on bail until his sentence date, which was a few months.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. They did that to me before, right? Let me stay free between bail and sentence date, bro. Let me tell you the truth. Between bail and sentence date, I caught 4 cases. Between bail and the sentence, I caught 4 cases. Now, 3 of them was DA rejects, but I caught another case between bail and getting sentenced. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Later, but while he was waiting for a sentence date, he would be arrested again on February 15th of 2023, and they would book him for 1 count of robbery. And if you look to the right, the offense dates November 15th of 2022, just 2 months after taking that plea deal. So now he would be in the county jail waiting to be sentenced.
That ain't took a plea deal, nigga. Got bookie J just like me. Book. It's called my shit was bail on bail crime and all that type of shit.
Just on both of them cases, and now fighting a new case. And just 1 month after being arrested for that new case, he would catch another case while being in the county jail, and they would charge him with 1 count of custodial possession of a weapon and 1 count of bringing a weapon into the courthouse. And if you look to the right, the offense
I call it a blower in the county jail.
It's March 27th of 2023. In the very next day, on March 28th of 2023, they would sentence him to 3 years in state prison for the robbery, the first case that he was fighting. And 2 months later, on May 18th of 2023, they would give him 2 years in state prison for the felon in possession of a firearm. But that would be able to be ran concurrent. But don't forget that he's still fighting the robbery case that he caught while waiting to be sentenced, in the case of custodial possession of a weapon and bringing a weapon into a courthouse. And 3 months after taking that last sentence, he would catch another case again on August 21st of 2023, and they would charge him with 1 count of custodial possession of a weapon again. And this time they would add an enhancement.
This nigga is a terrible criminal, bro. This nigga's a terrible criminal, bro. This nigga don't, he can't catch a break. I see why he told.
On it. So now he would be fighting 2 separate cases of having a weapon in jail and a robbery case. But after almost a year, he would take a plea deal on the robbery case, and he would plead no contest to second-degree robbery, and they would give him 3 years of probation for this case. In a month after that, on May 17th of 2024, he would take a plea deal on the first custodial possession of a weapon case, and he would have that count dismissed, but he would plead no contest to bringing a weapon into the courthouse. And they gave him 16 months in the county jail, but as you can see, he would have 516 days of total credit, and on top of that, he's able to run that concurrent with any case that he's currently incarcerated for. And 7 months later, he would take his final plea deal for the last custodial possession of a weapon, and he would plead no contest to count 1, but he would have the enhancement dismissed. And they would give him 1 day of probation for this case, where he would be released from state prison the very next day on December 28th of 2024, because don't forget, he got sentenced on March 28th of 2023, where they gave him 3 years for both of them cases, and that's halftime. So after a year and a half, which would be December 28th, he was released. In less than 1 month after coming home, they would refile an old case against him on January 30th of 2025. And they would charge him with 1 count of second-degree robbery, and that 1 count would have 3 enhancements on it, which would be personal use of a firearm, 1 or more serious violent felony convictions, and serious violent felony. And they would also charge him with possession of a firearm with a prior violent conviction, and that would also have an enhancement on it. And they would also charge him with another count of second-degree robbery with the same 3 enhancements as the first one. But the first 2 counts would say October 2nd of 2022 if you look at the offense date, and the last count would be October 2nd of 2023. And don't forget that he was charged with this case on January 30th of 2025. However, he would go on the run for the next 4 months, and he wouldn't be arrested until May 9th of 2025. But just 2 weeks after being arrested, they would allow him to post a $350,000 bail on May 23rd of 2025. He would then be a free man on the streets fighting this serious case, but just 3 months after bailing out, he would catch another case on August 30th of 2025. And they would arrest him for 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm with a prior violent conviction, and that would have 2 enhancements on it, 1 or more serious violent felony convictions, and catching a new case while he was on bail. In count 2 would be a felon that possesses a firearm, and that would also have 2 enhancements on it, the same 2 that we spoke about. In count 3 would be possession of a machine gun, because that gun that he got caught with had a switch on it, and that would also have the same 2 enhancements. And it's alleged, and according to Rap News and Street Politics, just 2 days after he was arrested for this case, he would give a statement to police. And he would give this statement on September 2nd of 2025. And he would tell detectives that he thinks that the gun that he was arrested with was used in the murder. However, he would say he had no involvement in that murder.
So he said, so this man, hold on. So the police ain't looking for him. Police didn't say nothing. This man willingly gave up the information, said, hey, if y'all looking for me, if y'all looking for a case and a hot one, all this other that and this and that I'm the person to look for. Like, he put himself in that position. That is crazy work, brother. On West Side, bro.
And he would tell detectives that the shooting happened on August 26th of 2025. And he would say that he believes the gun was used to kill somebody named Dylan Pressey, who would be Mac 80 from the Rolling 80s in Long Beach. And it's alleged that Midwest Active would tell him everything that happened that night, but he didn't involve himself in any of the stories. However, he would give up the names of the shooters and people in the vehicles. However, on that day of August 26th of 2025, at around 11:30 at night, is when he would be shot and killed in the Main Street territory, which would be just 9 hours after Chipmunk from the Hoovers was shot and killed at 2:30 in the afternoon. And in that shooting, 5 people were shot, 4 men and a woman. And 3 days before this, there would be a triple shooting on 80th Street and Hoover Street, which 1 person would lose their life. However, 2 weeks after Midwest Active gave up this information, they would allow him to post a $250,000 bail on September 15th of 2025. And they would also allow his $350,000 bail to stand from the other case. So now at this point, he would be fighting 2 serious...
See, that's I know. That's what I say. That's what I tell you. Watch these niggas. When niggas keep him out of jail, when they keep doing this, it's the reason they say to watch him. They keep him out of jail. He done told some stuff. They allow him to keep getting bail. He keep getting bail. Like, nigga, you on $300,000 bail. You on $200,000 bail. You on other $80-something bail. You crime, but you still get out of jail. Nigga, for sure, I've been pressing you, bro. You telling us something, nigga? Why the fuck you don't even keep getting out of jail, nigga? You weirdo.
Cases, and he would be out on a total of $600,000 worth of bail. But a month after bailing out, he would be arrested on October 23rd of 2025. And the information he gave them would backfire on him because he would be charged with 1 count of murder, and that 1 count would have 3 enhancements on it. And count 2 would be attempted murder, and that would also have 3 enhancements on it.
They had nothing on the murder case, nothing at all, but this man brought a murder case up, and then they booked his ass for the murder. Stupid.
But even though they said only 2 people got shot that night, there would be a few extra counts of attempted murder on this, because count 3 would also be attempted murder, which would have the same 3 enhancements. Count 4, attempted murder, same 3 enhancements. And count 5 would also be another count of attempted murder with the same 3 enhancements. So that would be 1 count of murder and 4 counts of attempted murder. And he would also be charged with 1 count of felon possession of a firearm. And that would have 2 enhancements on it. And on this case, it would be Midwest Active, Tiny Fo Trip, Bombay, and somebody named Lofo Active's girlfriend. And those would be the same people that he incriminated in the first interview with detectives. He would mention a few other names, but they weren't charged with it as of yet. So as of right now, Midwest
Damn, he got nothing like a girlfriend on there too.
Active is fighting 3 serious cases, which would be the murder case and the 4 attempts that we just spoke about, the switch case that he got caught with, and then the robbery case that they refiled on him. And on top of that, he lost $600,000 worth of bail. I know it's 10%, so that's about $60,000. And it's crazy how he gave up a statement and it ended up hurting him in the end because he would be the first co-defendant on this case. But that right there is going to wrap it up for the story of Midwest Active from 9-4 Hoover. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But comment, like, subscribe, and hype this video.
Shout out respect for rest, man. What y'all think, man? My thing is this, bro. Don't be doing, stay out the way, bro. You niggas be all want to be super gangsters, super this, super that. And then when get to this thing, guess what happens? All these so-called rappers always want to do it. These so-called rappers never really live that life. These so-called rappers make it look good. All these so-called rappers. Now you got multiple of these rappers. Look at the Hoovers taking hits after hits after hits. After hits after hits after hits. But y'all let me know what y'all think in y'all comments, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. It's your boy ODM Slim, not like the other, man. I'm out of here, man. Peace out, man. What's the deal? It's your boy ODM Slim. You know what time it is, man. MummyDust.com, man. Mummy Dust, man. You see the gear, man. Fly as hell. When you see ODM, you see Mummy Dust. That's the only thing I'm wearing from here on out. You'll see all my type of, you know what I'm saying, custom-made stuff. MummyDust.com. Promo code ODM Slim, man. Get your 15% off all Mummy Dust gear. We going crazy, man. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is tap in, like the shirt, see the size you want, and get the shirts. No problem. Send them off. You see some ODM wearing. You want that? It probably cost you a little more. But listen, go check it out. MummyDust.com, man. It's your boy ODM Slim, man. I'm telling you, we got the flyest there is. It's us. Who fly to us? You let me know. You know what I'm saying? MummyDust.com. Mummy Dust with an I, not a Y. So if you want to be fly, Mummy Dust with an I. Straight up. Straight up. Mummy Dust with an I if you want to be fly. Either way it goes, it's Mummy Dust with an I. Get y'all merch. Let me know what's going on. A promo code ODM Slim. We going crazy. Let's go.